Hi everybody, you are listening to 31 Days of Horror, a series of blogs and podcasts where every day for 31 days from October the 1st till October the 31st, you will be taken on a ride through 31 film experiences unlike the typical list of movies that you come to expect from the Halloween season. 31 Days of Horror is officially sponsored by Infernal Imagery. Visit infernalimagery.com throughout October 2018 and receive 20% off your purchases by using the offer code 31days. Today's tea of the day is
the Fraternal Order of Grave Robbers.
That's offer code 31days for 20% off at infernalimagery.com.
Neil Martian, caving, go.
Okay, right. Neil Marshall
The
directed
The Descent.
Yeah.
That we were doing.
What's today, Andy?
Day 16 of 31 Days of Horror.
That is how you ruin an opening.
Thank you.
Beautifully. I gave it to him. I really wanted to see what would
He
happen.
said, like, just this once, you do the opening. And so I did. And I was trash.
We love it. I love his openings. Frame by frame openings were the best. Oh, man. Oh, that was before we started wrecking the studio. I remember the vines growing and everything. It was great. Yeah, those are the days.
times, man.
So, welcome to 31 Days of Horror, and this is day 16.
And we're going caving. And we're going caving.
Yeah, we're going deep down. We're going to dig deep into this one.
Yeah. We're going to uncover stuff.
We're going right on into the underbelly of
Scotland.
Scotland. Is that what it was?
I think it was filmed in Scotland, but I'm pretty sure they try and say it's in America. I think it was filmed in
they're
Scotland.
trying to make it sound like So yeah, The Descent. It's a horror film, adventure thriller kind of thing, where a group of people come. Oh no, let's start with the very beginning.
She's boating with her friends. She saw, she's
with her
her
friends
son and her husband's watching.
Yeah, because they're not into the kind of thing that they do.
And
She dragged them along.
Yeah. So they're driving afterwards, and her husband's being a bit weird with her, and she doesn't know why. And they get into a car accident, and
She never knew what was going on.
No, and her husband and child, little boy, died in the accident, and she survives. And then skip forward like a year.
It's very, very Final Destination kind of death, I felt.
Yeah,
but in a good way though. They didn't actually do it for.
But it has that amazing part after it, where she sort of wakes up in the hospital and she doesn't know where she is, and then she walks onto the corridor and the lights start switching off, and she starts running away as the lights are switching off behind her, and then she wakes up or comes conscious in the corridor, and her friends are holding her, and she just sort of crying her eyes out. She realizes.
Yeah, darkness is chasing her. Yeah. And I kind of think that's very, very nicely symbolic of the caving situation. But yeah, it's very nice. I mean, it kind of reminds me of also of Three Colors Blue with Julia Binoche, where she has an accident with her family die as well, and she wakes up in a hospital, and there's the whole disorientation. I mean, I've woken up in a hospital after a car accident myself, not knowing if my family were alive or not. They were in the next room, but we were in France. We hit a tractor, and I was not put in the same room as them, and nobody told me. And it is a very disorientated feeling, because you just I think Three Colors Blue really captured that for me. And I think in The Descent, it's that same feeling. You just don't know what's going on. You still don't know if they're gone, but you kind of know deep down. Yes, I pretty much in this instance in The Descent, they pretty much didn't.
Well, the pole goes through her husband's head and the son's head.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
she's knocked out, but I think she knows it's horrible. But then it skipped forward a year, and she's going on a little holiday with the same friend she went kayaking with, and they're going.
She just doesn't learn, does she? So they go caving.
I think her friends have invited her just to try and get her
They're
out.
trying to help her.
Yeah.
They're trying to help her, and
she's
they're
clearly
saying,
still, traumatized by the whole thing. She has that dream, doesn't she, where she can hear her son calling her, and she goes through this one of her jump scare things. She goes to the window, and then you just see the pole go through everyone's head, and then she wakes up again.
Yeah.
But they go caving. What they think is a cave that's been done a lot. It turns out it's never been.
Yeah.
No one's ever been down there.
And that's the excitement of it all, because it's the whole idea of the unknown, the danger.
If you are slightly claustrophobic, this would be a difficult film to watch.
And it was, because I'm a little bit claustrophobic. I have vertigo issues as well, but when you don't know what's below you, what's around you, don't worry. Clunk. Yes. Andy just rested a beer on the table.
Yeah.
It's okay. Do you want to do that again with reverb? That's so Borderlands.
Oh. Gotta wait for tomorrow for that.
Yeah.
I think this film is great. I went watching this at the cinema.
Oh,
I didn't know anything about it.
That's tricky to watch in the cinema, I must.
Yeah, I remember all the cave stuff on, getting trapped and everything that happens. I was losing my breath. I was like, it's such a, you get an actual physical reaction out of it. And then when the other thing starts to happen, I was not expecting that at all.
Once they start coming out the walls.
Yeah, well, it's the best bit. I love. It's one of my favourite parts in modern horror cinema.
Yeah.
With whether you just see the point of view of the camcorder that's in night vision, and he's like, "Hello, is there anybody there?" And someone goes, "Is there anybody there?" And he does that, and you see one of those things behind one of the women just stood there, and I was like, "What the?
What is going on?" That's the first. Yeah.
And then it's, Act 3.
Yeah, and it's and then it's not just about the under cave dwellers who kind of look a little bit like Nosferatu. It was based on Nosferatu's image.
Very similar.
But they're fighting their interpersonal issues as well.
Yeah.
Secrets come out.
Yep.
And we don't know whether to believe it or not. But there's and of course
someone
that
kills
creates
somebody in an accident.
Yeah, and it's like a very grey area there.
Yeah, but what I like about it is it's just an all female cast apart from the husband and son at the beginning,
because that's never been done.
Ass.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Because and do you know what? When they made this movie, did they make a fuss about the fact that it was an all female cast?
No, not at all.
No, it's amazing that.
The director and writer of it is a guy called Neil Marshall.
Yeah.
Before this, he did Dog Soldiers. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
I really like that film as well.
Yeah.
And I just think he was a talent to watch. He released a film after this, and he did 2 more films after The Descent, and they didn't do as well. And then I think he just does Game of Thrones episodes now and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what TV is a bit of a draw for directors.
But I think this film's excellent. I really do.
It is, yeah.
Do you know it has 2 different endings? One for an American audience, one from a British audience.
Right, she comes out at the end into daylight.
Yeah.
And one of the versions, it just ends there.
Yeah. And then the British version,
it goes one step further. Yeah.
She's still
in there. Yeah, that's it. And it was a birthday cake.
Yeah. Spoilers, by the way.
There you go.
But it's quite an old film now.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's like with Sixth Sense, where some people get upset because they think that got spoiled because it was Bruce Willis. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But it is a great film. Good posters as well. The poster reminds me very indicative of Silence of the Lambs. And as you said, it was an all-female cast, and nobody made a fuss about it. No. Let's move on. That's great.
Yeah.
How it should be.
Yeah. Classic.
Are they going to?
This every year.
Yeah, you watch this every year.
Yeah.
And it's one of those films I don't think it's they're able to remake it or to revisit it. I think they kind of it's too much hard work, I think.
Yeah. You can imagine how difficult it was to film that.
Yeah. And there's only
so many cave system.
So many films you can watch when you're in an underground cave system. There's only so many things you can do with that.
This again was just a film that was made. It did really well, and then all the copies come out after it.
Yeah, that's it.
Like after Bruce Lee, you get Bruce Lee, Bruce La.
Yeah, and La La Lee.
Yeah.
La La Land.
La La Land. Which Bruce Lee dance film.
Yeah, which I think he would have done better.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe.
But I would definitely recommend The Descent for anyone who's not seen it. Great film.
And if you're claustrophobic, just
get over it, man. Just
crack a window. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Honestly.
All right. So thank you very much, Andy, for coming over again.
You're welcome.
I'm amazed he makes a 45-minute trip here for 10 minutes.
Yep.
And then I kick him out.
45 minutes, 10 minutes, 45 minutes back, bed.
Yeah, because he loves movies.
Yes. More than life itself.
Just for October, man.
Just for October.
Life, you'll get your life back in November. Thank you very much. And now it's time for our sponsors, who have some T-shirts.
Yeah, incredible T-shirts.
Really good designs.
Yeah, very good.
Satanic. Yeah. 31 Days of Horror is officially sponsored by Infernal Imagery. Visit infernalimagery.com throughout October 2018 and receive 20% off your purchases by using the offer code 31days. Today's tea of the day is
the Fraternal Order of Grave Robbers.
That's offer code 31days for 20% off at infernalimagery.com.